Tim Malloy, a journalist and friend of Newsmax who has gone to Afghanistan several times to report on our troops there, his most recent trip highlights some of the medical teams there and the challenges they face.
For 13 years through the Iraq and Afghanistan conflicts, these C-17 aircraft with air crews and medical personnel have been flying to bring home injured soldiers. And it goes on now. Christmas not far away at all. The fighting season has wound down in Afghanistan, and yet they will be bringing back critically injured soldiers. So this is a mission that has gone on for more than a decade and sustained by extremely dedicated people.
In a country where virtually no one celebrates Christmas or Hanukkah, on an airbase that's been targeted by mortar attacks, IED blasts, and small arms fire for 13 years, the holiday decorations are dutifully put up again. Incongruous, but important, as despite the pullout of troops, thousands of American service members remain and will pass yet another holiday in this cold and dangerous place. Christmas trees are important. The USO serves up good cheer, but the danger just outside the wire is always top of mind.
If you think the United States and coalition forces have slowly slipped into quiet retreat here, they've not. It's still a very dangerous place. Not long ago, 10 days ago, 2 coalition soldiers were killed by a mortar not far from where I'm standing right here at the base in Bagram. So it does go on, and mindful of that, all the many thousands of U.S. soldiers and coalition forces who are still here, missing families, and families back home who understandably are still very worried about them. So what are we looking at here?
These are my kids, Major and Ellen Carroll. She graduates this year. They're the Beauty and Bow pageant. They both won.
What do we got here?
This is my daughter.
Oh, beautiful. That's tough.
Yep.
I heard it crack. I heard it crack.
Tough guys can crack.
Oh, yeah.
In a ready room just off the runway, seasoned nurses and medical personnel reflect on the long war and their years treating the many, many injured. Between them, 91 years in war zones, 24 Christmases missed, and they will be here for another.
Feel bad for all the soldiers that have gone before us that have passed away, that their families don't have them to be videotaped and everything. That's what it hits here. You see the faces, you see the people that you take care of. It's melded in your head. I can still see the patients that I've taken care of back in 2002. You bring them home to see their family for the last time as well. So we're not only bringing home the wounded that can walk away and say, thank you for your service. There's people that we bring home so their families can say goodbye to them in the States.
This time of year is the gift of giving, and it's the time of year where we give back, and everything that we do and being able to take care of patients and move them out of here and get them back home to their families, that's the greatest gift of all.
Asked to assess the courage of the patients they treat, the nurses agree on one thing.
And you do see everything out here. It's enlightening if you've never done it before, because even these kids that are missing arms and legs still want to come out and continue to fight with their brothers and sisters.
The run-up to the holidays has been especially violent. 20 people killed in 3 separate Taliban attacks, 2 U.S. soldiers, 1 from New York City, 1 from Arizona among them. They were killed by a suicide bomber just outside the gates of the base here at Bagram where we are staying. This soldier survived the attack. He's in critical condition and is being flown to Germany from Afghanistan for treatment. The C-17 flies through the night, the medical teams never leaving the side of the badly injured soldier. He's precious cargo. He is somebody's son. The people ferrying him home to treatment consider this an honor. 22,000 injured soldiers, sailors, airmen, and Marines have been ferried out of Afghanistan and Iraq on these planes in the last 13 years. And there's something the air crews and aeromedical evacuation teams would like you to remember over this holiday season.
Of the troops that we have deployed, that we're taking care of your sons, we're taking care of your daughters. And if they come to us alive, we're going to do our best to get them back home to you. We exist for their worst day. And unfortunately, bad things are still happening. But like I said before, we're going to do our best to get them back. They're heroes out there.